Welcome to another segment with Mears, Managing Broker of Sotheby's International Realty Canada for Alberta, here in Calgary, and...
Hi, I'm Stephen Hill with Sotheby's International Realty Canada here in Calgary as well.
Excellent. So today, Mr. I'm taking my broker's course, so I have a million questions from my broker.
True.
What are we going to talk about today?
Okay, today I'm inundating Marianne with questions about contract pitfalls.
Yes.
So every day you review contracts day in and day out, and I'm sure you see probably some of the same things over and over. What can you warn us and help us with?
Perfect. So, starting right at the top, not the full name of the seller on the contract, and not all parties that are on title on the contract, and not using the full address or legal description. Okay. So, where do we get that from? Boots on the ground?
Well, general rule is always pull title. Title is your best tool, whether selling or buying. Especially when buying, it gives you the legal names of the individuals that own the property. It gives you the proper legal address. And of course, it notifies you if you need to be looking towards dower or not, potentially, or asking that question. So title is extremely critical when you're composing an offer to make sure that you have all the pertinent facts to write the best offer.
Exactly. And then, so I just cut you right off, because I'm so excited about initials and signing and timestamp.
That's a big one.
This day and age, we're into texting, phone conversations, and that's how we're negotiating. Keeping in mind in Alberta.
Well, Statute of Fraud says in Alberta that any real estate transaction must be signed and in writing. So the initials and everything, of course, you see that maybe not everything is initial.
Not everything is initials, so it's hard to see how the story ended up even, and at what price point, which term was included, not included, crossed off.
Right.
And so, again, be very clear. GST?
Okay, so that's another one where, is it included, is it excluded?
No.
What do you see?
I get calls from sellers who are very shocked to find out that they have to pay GST and they can't go to the buyer because the buyer purchased it with purchase price that included the GST. So, is this your responsibility?
Well, no, it's not your responsibility to make sure that the seller has done their due diligence or not, but you need to point it out because first of all, it is on the listing contract. It says it on page 1 that GST is included in the listing and sale price. And secondly, it's on the purchase agreement. So if there is any red flags to bring up at the time of listing, you need to notify your seller, if they are your client, that they need to seek professional advice because it's not in our arena, is it?
No, it's not. Exclusions and inclusions. You know, again, this should be an easy fix, but we run into a lot of difficulties with this. So, when your buyer is going through a home, what do?
Well, usually when the buyer's going through the home, whatever they see, they want included. However, you have to, of course, cross-reference with the listing, but not everything on the listing necessarily gets transferred into the contract. So what is enforceable? Is it the listing or the purchase contract?
Always comes down to the purchase contract. Now, that being said, what's on the listing could cause problems for the listing realtors. So that's another video. Watch for that to come down the road. Terms. Let's not forget about terms. Web forms. Love web forms. Everything can be done online. You send it to your client, you send it to the buyer and sign off. But terms can be overlooked because they actually look like they're just part of the contract.
Yes. It's really easy when we're realtors to get the offer on our phone or to get a counter offer back on our phone, and we can look over it and just actually skim the highlights. I think perhaps we can all be guilty of that, but really the responsibility is on us to make sure that we've looked over every single detail of every item on the contract so that we're getting it right. The responsibility is on us to pass along that knowledge to our clients. Do you ever see that some things can be missed in the terms?
Oh, definitely. And you know, then it takes it to a whole new level. So take your time, review. Just don't review the highlights. Review the whole contract. And unfortunately, we can't say press hard 3 copies anymore, but listen, continue to be legendary and always remember, go team, go. If you want a follow-up or get a video on a specific topic, please share with Stephen and I down below, and we will do that for you. Till next time, take care. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.